Hey guys, so this is the Kool-Aid Man here, and this video is going to be if you're in grade 9, 10, or I guess even 11. So I'm going to be showing you how to factor what we consider complex trinomials, and I think they're considered complex because there will be an a value, which would be the 2 in this one or the 7 in that one. So it's not really a big deal. There's just a little bit of an extra step. So as you know, with the simple trinomials, you need to find two numbers that make a sum of your second term and a product of your third term. Well, all we really need to do is we'll still be finding a sum for this one, but for our product, we will be taking our a value, which is 2, and we will be multiplying it by our c value, which is -6. So we need a sum of 1 and a product of -12, because 2 times 6 is -12. So the two numbers that would do this would be 4 and -3, and you can test that out. 4 minus 3 is obviously 1, and then 4 times -3 is -12. So we take these values now, we rewrite this equation: 2x squared plus 4x plus minus 3x minus 6, and then we're gonna basically separate these, right? So you can divide, or sorry, let me actually put in brackets so it's easier to see. So you can divide both of these terms by 2x. So that's what factoring pretty much is. It's dividing by a common factor. So you can take the 2x out. So you divide this by 2x, which will give you x plus 2. And then you can take out -3 out of here, which will give you x plus 2 as well. So now what you want to do is take this value and that value, and you can put them together in their own bracket. And you can take this value and this value and put that in its own bracket. And what you want to make sure of is that these two values are the same. If they're not the same, then it means you did something wrong somewhere. So your final answer should be 2x minus 3 times x plus 2. And one way you could check this is you could just expand like you normally would. I'm not going to do it here because it's a little time consuming, but you probably know how to do this. You just multiply 2x times x, 2x times 2, -3 times x, and -3 times 2. And yeah, I should give the answer. And I'll do another one for you guys here. So the sum has to be 8, product has to be 7 times 1 is 7. So what two numbers give us that? 7 and 1. So 7x squared plus 7x plus x plus 1. And by the way, guys, it doesn't matter which order these two come in. Although sometimes, you might prefer a certain way. It might make it easier for you. That's totally up to you. So then, once again, you're gonna group these off, right? So you can, both of these can be divided by 7x, right? So you're gonna take 7x out, and when you divide this by 7x, you're gonna end up with x. When you divide 7x by 7x, it's obviously going to be 1. And this can't be divided any further, so we're just going to leave it like that, x plus 1. And outside the bracket, it's just going to be a 1, right? We don't really draw it because you just assume that everything's multiplied by 1 unless it's unless there's something else there, right? So just like we did up here, we're going to do 7x plus 1 and x plus 1. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention, some teachers might want you to actually take this out, and like I'll show you what I mean. They want you to take the 7x out and have a fraction in here, right? Like 1 over 7, for example, but I don't think all teachers are like that. They probably also want you to do the same for here, right? So they might want you to divide this by 2 to take that out. But, that's totally up to your teacher. You'd have to ask them. So that concludes the end of this video. I'm the Kool-Aid Man. Thank you for listening.